Hey, and welcome back to my channel. I have put this together and I attempted to do a time lapse of that. Instead I've got a 45-minute video which I'm not going to post. I am going to see if I can edit that with DaVinci and turn that into a time lapse to give you an update on that. But basically this is the little NC router I gave you the short of. Very cheap, very basic, 3018. Got it for $100 US. It was 166 Aussie dollars on eBay, delivered. Took about a week to get here, less than a week to get here. Comes with everything that it needs to work, complete with the control board that you can plug the USB into and the software to run on the computer. But I already had this, I've shown you before. It was a standalone little controller that takes the SD card with your G code on it. And that actually, with the cable and everything, just plugged straight in. It's a GPRL board, apparently, whatever that stands for. And it's got the little 8-way header that just plugs into here. It came with the ribbon and everything. I plugged that straight in. This thing comes with its 120 watt power supply and everything. Everything needed to go, which I'm really happy with for the price. I've been looking at these for ages and they've always been overpriced. So just to show you, I haven't calibrated this. I haven't even tightened all of the fittings on it. I just basically put it together and see how all the bits work. And there's the little screen. I don't know if I can give you a better close-up of that. There you go, all the bits on there. And it actually comes with a couple of files already on it. So if I push the NC route, I go to the TFT button, and there's one here called iPhone F200. No idea what it is, but I hit that. It's got a little cross and a little tick. Hit that, and the thing works. X, Y, Z, everything's working. Now, I didn't home it on the plate or anything like that, so when it first fired up, it went to the top. It also went all the way to the left in the X, but that's the fully working system. So I'm going to use this. I've got to wait on the bits to arrive, but what I've got in the mail today are these bits. They are solid graphite blocks. So I'm going to be milling those to make EDM electrodes. Now, the only problem is I haven't got all the bits yet for the EDM project, so that's going to be the next project. It's funny how one of these things, one project causes a cascade effect of a whole lot of other projects. Let me just stop this. I'm just stopping it. There we go. Yeah, it's funny how one project causes a whole cascade of other projects. So it's really funny. I'm going to tidy this guy up, mount the control PCB. It's designed to go on the back here out of the way. I've got some spiral wrap for the wires, tied it all up, and then I'm not sure where I'll put this, whether I'll 3D print something that lets me mount it here out of the way or something. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe on the top. Actually, that might work good on the top. So yeah, I'll look at doing that, and that'll be good for routing my graphite electrodes, I hope. I'm getting some special diamond burrs, and I'll set up a little thing with the vacuum cleaner on here. Ideally, a hose on here would be the best thing to do, with a little brush to cover it. So there's some future things, but I reckon for first off, I'm just going to hit it with the vacuum cleaner. I don't want any fiddling, stuffing around with this to distract me from the main project, which is going to be the EDM machine. So that's going to be the next project when those bits arrive. And I've been so happy with the 20x20 extrusion, I might order some of these bits and actually make the EDM machine very similar to this, because I've got another stepper motor lead screw system coming. I've got rails coming, but they're not this type that are end mounted. I'm thinking I might go with the end mount so I can easily fit them onto this aluminium extrusion. I'll just have a little bit of a look at what I can get for extrusions and for the corners and stuff, and I'll probably make up a little EDM machine out of this stuff. I don't want it to have more than about a 1 litre volume. I don't want to have too much kerosene slopping around. So yeah, that's this project. I will try and create a time lapse of me putting it together, because it literally, actually I said 45 minutes, I actually think it was an hour and a half was the time that it took me to put it all together to this stage, where I've used up all the bits. There's just really only the mounting hardware for the PCB left here on the table. Nothing else left laying around. The instructions were quite good, but it is a very basic thing to put together. I've got some rubber feet by the looks of it to put on it, and the best bit is it actually came with the mounting hardware, which are the little clamps, the little metal plates and the T-slots, so the T-nuts that go in the T-slots, so that you can clamp your workpiece down with that. So it's got everything to get started. I really cannot espouse how happy I am with how cheap this thing was, and that I didn't need to buy anything else to get it going. Albeit this is the icing on the cake. You don't need this because it's got the USB cable and the software that lets you run the GRBL code on your laptop and go in on USB on this control board. So this is only a little bonus, so I don't need to have the computer connected to it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of an interesting side project. If you want to see more of these things and you want to see how the EDM progresses, then hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll keep you updated on all my projects. Hey, thanks for watching.